your genre of music has been something that, for lack of a better term, or if I can put it like that, of an acquired taste, and that's because you rap in Chewa, and that is the language that you've chosen to rap in all throughout the years. What has been the biggest constant, the thing that has kept you to say, you know what, even when everybody else is rapping in English, I'm going to stick by me rapping in Chewa? And do you feel that you've reached the audience that you've always wanted to reach with the type of style that you have?
All right, so me doing the whole thing of rapping in Chewa and whatnot, it's something that's a bit challenging to an extent, because you might find that maybe I've got a strong message that I want to put out, but some individuals won't really get what I'm trying to say. And for me, it's now like me being an artist, and I have to juggle around on how I can make the audience understand, despite them not knowing what I'm talking about in its entirety. That's why you get to find that I fuse in a bit of some English, whereby if they hear my verse, despite them not getting the whole concept of what I'm talking about in a song, but if they get those English words, they can definitely know what I'm talking about and get the whole concept. So that's how it's been for me, and me reaching the targeted audience. And I feel like music is a thing whereby you grow, and as much as I grow, there's a certain audience that I want to speak to. So right now I can say there is a certain audience that I really wanted like to get attention of, and I feel like I am doing it now. It's not like I've figured it out and I'm there already. I'm yet to be there. I think that's to be my response. I'm yet to be there, and I'm yet to impact the type of audience that I really want to impact.
Lomba Banja Fotokozani, Nditu. What are some of the challenges that you've had with getting through to different kinds of audiences with the type of craft that you have? Have you ever, maybe let's say, if you could give a practical example, have you ever been in a performance, you're performing, and then people just, say, what have been some of the biggest challenges to you using the rap style that you use?
All right, so unfortunately, I don't know if it's fortunate enough, I've never had those. It's like most of the times I find people whereby if they hear my song, they'll be like, bro, I can't get whatever you're saying, but I love your stuff. That's the response that I usually get. And I'm like, I love your stuff, I listen to your music, but I just can't get what you're saying. I've got an understanding of what you are talking about, but I just can't really get what you're saying. So it's like me having that feedback of like, no, we're not feeling what you're doing. I haven't, or probably people, they just like feel like I can't tell him this because I'll hate his heart or something like that. But initially I haven't gotten any of those. It's just like positivity all the way, and yeah, that's what I've been running with.
Now, bringing us all the way to 2023, you've put out a new single. Run us through what is going on. Yeah. Like we want you to think of it like in the present. Run us through what is going on as you're preparing, as you're writing, as you are engaging Olivia to come up with this new song. What exactly was going on in your mind with this new project called Prayer, which is somewhat a different sound from the sound that you're usually known for?
Okay, so with Prayer, I think I wrote the song. Olivia was okay. Here's how it started. Olivia, we congregate at the same church, so I've just been looking at her like, I think I need to work with her, because I'd already worked with Gio, who's the producer for Olivia, and I was like, I would want to work with Olivia on something. So I approached Olivia, then she was like, yeah, that would be great, because she's been telling me as well. She's like, Molto, I want to work with you. And I was like, okay, it's all good. I think like I'll be the first one to work with you. So I featured her before she features me. So that's how it was. So I approached Olivia, and she was like, no, you can speak with you so that we prepare everything and whatnot, then we get to the recording and all that. So the whole concept of me featuring Olivia, I felt like she could bring out, when I wrote the song, I felt like she had a certain thing that when you listen to the whole song, the way it came out, that's how I envisioned it. And when she just like hit those right spots with her vocals, I was like, yeah, this is what I wanted. So this period, I can say for this year, I'll be talking more about prayer and the importance of prayer, because I feel like as Christians right now, we have kind of like run away from it. We just feel like prayer, it's just like that notion that people talk about, like, prayer works, but initially just works for those quite few individuals. But prayer actually works for everyone. And one thing that I've learned is that with people, we don't really know how to pray. And like prayer is a broad thing that very few of us understand. And I feel like it needs to be addressed more as the church, because nowadays you find that the church, they're talking more about the prosperity type of message. Not saying that it's wrong, but we need to also talk about prayer, because prayer is what really builds a relationship between us and God. And not only having a relationship with the man of God, then God's like, we can speak to God as well, and He hears. So that's what I'll be running with this year. It's all about prayer and prayer. So pretty much this is more like a hint that my next release will definitely be talking about prayer.